covers and conversation. Applying pressure on my heart rate. Mind over matter on the war game. I was blinded by that light, now I see everything. Don't mind giving it price, but I can sell a dream. Had to take the time and I'ma let it breathe. Yeah, I'm still waiting my moment. Give it down by my opponent. Got some M's in teleporting. I secure my needs. I'm flying out across the border. Watch the spread my wings. I'm thankful for my mama and for pops planting that seed. Every time I always stop from envious and greed. Every time I rock a show, my fans don't wanna leave. Working out in boxing while we training me like cream. Training me like creep. Training me like creep. Pop a few, I'm geeking on the shrooms. Call your girl, telling she coming through. I'm healing up my inside, still bruised. Just hoping I'm starting to get a groove. But some perk tens for my man, I took two. This Rico's nails holes and they talk more than the news. I'm a big dog and these little niggas is poodles. Check some big racks, I ain't worried about who's who. Gonna apply pressure on my heart rate. Mind over matter when the war game. I was blinded by the light, now I see everything. Don't mind giving advice, but I can sell a dream. Had to take the time and I'ma let it breathe. Lately I've been slow to speak, still stay out their reach. Contemplating my sins, I'm pacing, I've been losing sleep. The AC blasting, my tires all screech. Done on garden, I've been covering all the speed. Still moving on my loan, cause it's hard to trust. I showed you real love, you ain't have to stab me in my back. It was only us. Fuck 'em out in black car, biggest yachty on the dock. Let me roll a Maybach, double R, I coast them all. Quick to follow protocol, my good you folks involved. Flirting with promethazine, slipping at me dozing off. Even though the paper's trays, down my chase $1 billion. I remember come on Section 8. Now I got expensive taste, take your girl and levitate. Just hit Miami Island, house, my room, the elevator. Ain't me having time, I'm on my Gunna solve fate. Gotta fly pressure on a heart rate. Mind over matter when the war came. I was blinded by that light, now I see everything. Don't mind giving advice, but I can sell a dream. Had to take the time and I'ma let it breathe. Let it breathe. Let it breathe. Yeah. I'ma let it breathe. Yeah. My mic is off. Crazy. Hey y'all. Welcome to episode 3 of Season C's. It's been a journey to get to this episode. I can't even talk. Crazy. Yeah, man. Quite a journey. It was a journey recording the song itself. My words just couldn't come out all of a sudden, because before recording I was like singing and rapping to the song like a breeze. Then all of a sudden when I started recording, I don't know, shit got stuck. And yeah, I tried my best. I'll slice and cut from the videos and make a compilation that's like cohesive and stuff like that. But yeah, so happy to be here. I keep slipping, guys. I don't know what's going on today. Today is just not the day. I look cute though, so we'll take that. So yeah, Let It Breathe by Gunna and Roddy Ricch, right? So I heard the song, I found the song actually on Instagram. It was someone else's post. I don't remember what it was about, but I heard the song and I was like, this one, I like the song. So as I listened to it more and more from that day, it just sort of spoke to me in a myriad of ways, man, like a lot of different ways, and a lot of things were coming up. So it was like, okay, yeah, we have to do a CNCs of this, right? So yeah, here we are. Let's get to it. Cool. Let it breathe. One, for me, let it breathe is about integration, right? Let me grab my notes. I wrote notes today, so we cool. We cool, right? I am proud of myself for that. Let's just get to the notes. There we go. Okay, cool. So if you see me glancing, I'm just looking at the notes, right? Yeah. So integration is about letting something breathe. It's about taking in an experience or a moment and just, just letting it integrate in your being, in your body and in your vessel, just letting it be part of you essentially, instead of like just a moment and then it goes away, right? So this is about taking it in and letting it become you, embodying it essentially as a part of you, right? So kind of like in yoga. In yoga, there's Shavasana, which is corpse pose. That's where you just lay down essentially like a corpse, for those of you who don't know. And then you just allow your body to integrate all of the movement and the pranayama, the breathing, right? You just let it integrate and be part of you. Let the changes happen from within, right? So yeah, we can talk about this in a million different ways. So it could be from let's say a relationship. You just got out of a relationship, right? If you jump into the next one, 333, as I said that, if you just jump into the next relationship without taking time and space for yourself, then you're not letting the experience integrate, right? And so what you're gonna do, even if you get into a new relationship, you're just gonna regurgitate the experiences from the previous one, right? Same demons, different person, essentially, right? So you do not integrate. You do not have time to like let the situation breathe out in your body and just, become what it is essentially. So jumping in from one thing to the next, it causes things to be backed up, right? Just like eating a lot. If you're just always constantly eating and you're not letting your food digest in your body, then you get constipated, right? You just get backed up because then there's no space for the thing to like digest and integrate into your life. That's also another thing. IBS is, yes, it is a physical manifestation. So irritable bowel syndrome, it is a physical manifestation, but with my experience with it, it got to a place where I understood it from a very deep level. So it's like, it comes from not being able to digest your life as it is, right? Like you're moving from place to place and thing to thing, and you're not letting the experiences necessarily digest in your being. So you essentially get backed up, and it's difficult to like let go, right? It becomes difficult because now you've piled up things on top of each other, and yeah, these struggle essentially, which is not cute. It's not cool. So yeah, where in your life do you need to integrate your experiences? It's kind of like even with scrolling, we're just constantly scrolling, and the information has no time for us to digest it. We just keep piling on things on top of each other, and essentially we're just backed up, we're constipated, we're dysregulated in massive ways, and it's normal, right? Which is very scary. It's a very scary thing, guys. And I think these are questions we need to ask ourselves, where in my life and what experiences do I need to integrate? What do I need to let breathe in my life? What do I need to let breathe? Where in my life do I need to do that? Secondly, what else do I have? Oh, every time I rock a show, my fans don't want to leave. that is just me manifesting. So if you don't know by now, I'm also a singer and songwriter, and I have my music released. Some of it's released and some of it is upcoming as we move along with covers and conversations, right? So yeah, I'm just manifesting that. I long for the time where I sing in front of a crowd and the audience is like singing back to me my songs and lyrics. That would be absolutely amazing. But more than that, the thing I want the most for myself is just to be influential to people and have an impact in people's lives through my music and what I express into the world, right? I don't necessarily want to be an influencer in today's experience. I don't know how to say it, but yeah. But an influential person, like, you know, make an impact in people's lives, you know. One that changes their lives and betters their lives, right? That's really all I want. Yeah, moving on to the next concept. Okay. So I'm thankful for my mama and for Pops planting that seed. So in the last video, I did speak about my mother. And yeah, super grateful for her. She's an amazing, strong human being. A woman. Yeah. Just gorgeous, gorgeous energy. But I want to talk about Pops. Pops who planted that seed. So I'm a person who has a father and a dad, right? So in this video, we're going to talk about the father, the man who planted the seed for my existence, right? So I'm gonna admit, I didn't really know him. I knew him when I was like super young because he was around and stuff like that. But over time that fell off with us living far away and now my mother getting married and stuff like that, right? So yeah, things sort of fell off and I didn't really know him. So I found this song last year, early August, and crazy. In the middle of August, the nigga actually passed away. Grieving that was that experience. It was just, yeah, you know, grieving someone that you don't know but is your blood in a very fundamental way. It's a very weird experience. Like, I don't even have the words for it. Not that he was a saint or anything, but him passing away, it hit something in me because it's like, you know, I didn't get to know him. And for the past couple of years, I've had thoughts of him, like in my mind, like I should call him up and like, you know, us have a conversation. But a lot of things got in the way. Pride for one, but most of all, it was just the fact that, you know, he never made an effort to reach out. And yeah, he just never made an effort to reach out. And what's worse is that at times him and my mother would speak because they were still friends in a way, right? But not even once did he ask to like speak to me, which cut me very deeply. So that's part of the reasons why I just, you know, even though I wanted to reach out, I was like, I would, like, you know, if he doesn't care, then why should I, right? But it's sad, when he passed, everything like came flooding in. It's like, shit, if only I would have picked up the phone, you know, just one time, just to hear his voice, just to understand his point of view, like, you know, that sort of thing. Yeah, man, it's so crazy because for weeks leading up to his passing, I have an oracle deck, right? So for the weeks leading up to that moment, I would get a card, a specific card, which is crazy, card 44 from the deck. So let me quickly find it and I want to show it to you guys, and then I'll read from it, from the book, and so that if maybe someone's going through a similar experience, 11/11 as I said that, yeah, you can get something from it. Hope you feel better. So give me just a second. So I'm back. This is the card. It's card 44, returning home. So I don't know if you guys can like see, but yeah, that's the card. It kept coming up like just randomly, and I couldn't understand like why, and then until I did, right? So the key words for this is transition, life between lifetimes, and loving welcome. So I'm just shortly going to read for you guys what it says in the book. Crazy. So, we sit by the bed of a loved one who is approaching their time to depart this life, and we see their eyes change, filled with wonder, as they move between the worlds and prepare to enter the hidden world of the afterlife. This time will come to us all, again and again, and each time we learn more of what it means to begin to die. Dying is understood. Death and the awareness of it is not. So we sit and we take their hand, and their eyes see into the realm we cannot see at this time, as they prepare to pass through the gates. And when they do, it will be a celebration. Those who have loved them await on the other side of the gate that stands between life and death. They are no fantasy. They are present and real and beloved to the person who is departing. They will tend the soul as it rises up and shepherd the soul identity into the life that lies between lives. They will be hugged and welcomed, and tears of joy will be shed. There will be no pain. There will be no more sorrow. There will be no more disease or wounds. They will be reunited with the others who have departed before them. And if in this lifetime they felt they were alone, beyond that gate, they will be met by true friends and family of their soul. If not from this lifetime, then from other lifetimes before. The joy, the bliss, the ecstasy of that reunion is not possible for us to comprehend fully. For we who are here in the midst of our lifetime can sometimes only relate to the sorrow of their passing. But I say to you now, dear friend, your homecoming will be as beautiful and as full of true love as theirs will be. Between the lives we dwell for a time, and then we are offered choices for the next developmental stage of our soul. But now is not the time to talk of that. Now is the time to let go and farewell them as they prepare to go home. Illumination. When we depart this life, we will all be greeted with love, light, blessings, and joy on the other side. I can let go knowing that those I love will be cared for and joyous in the reunion that awaits them. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, that is the card that came up. So this card kept coming up. I couldn't understand why until I did, and yeah, that's that. And that's that. Just checking outside. So yeah, man. So to anyone who's lost a loved one or is in the process of losing a loved one, you never know. I hope this provides something for you, just something to make you feel a little bit better about the whole process, right? It's crazy. My pops passed on from throat cancer, among other things, and crazy. In the weeks leading up to his death, I was doing a 40-day sadhana, and then all of a sudden afterwards, I was just called to hum like a couple of times. So after each practice, after each day, I would just hum, and it would be so soothing to my throat. And yeah, man, I believe it was connected to him in some way. And yeah, I don't know. But that's what I wanted to say about that part. What else did I want to say? Yeah, I think that's it. Like, I don't know where else to go from that. I just need to kind of sit with that. And yeah. Guys, I will see you in the next one. This has been a joy, pleasure, as it always is. Hope to see you in the next one. And please do like, share, and subscribe if these videos are talking to you in a way. And please, please, please let me know down in the comments, you know, what it is that you're going through, how you relate to the song and the things that I've touched on in this conversation, guys. So please just tell me what resonates in the comments, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Hey, so I actually forgot something in the other video when I was recording earlier. That stuff with my father just, yeah. So I actually forgot a part of the song. Half the time a word starts from envious and greed, right? So there's a lot of wars, man, that are happening, right? Some physically, but most of all internally and spiritually in the unseen worlds, among individuals and amongst the collective at large, right? So yes, it starts from being envious and from greed. But what I wanted to highlight about this is that most of all, it starts from seeing each other as separate, right? As separate beings and separate entities from each other, which is essentially in the grander scheme of things not true, because everything is one. It's all the one. We are all one. So the illusion of our separation is what causes us to be at war with the other person or the next person, right? Which is a very sad ideal, because of course we live in a dualistic world. So it seems like there are, two sides to the story, two parts to it, whereas that is not really the fundamental truth of it all. It's we're just all one. So if we see and view each other as separate from ourselves, then it's easy to like point the finger, or to make the other person wrong, or to just to fight, essentially, because we're not seeing that person as a part of us, of which that is the situation. We are all essentially mirrors of each other. So it still comes back to the fact that we are one, right? Which is like, like the more people wake up to this, I think the better our world is going to be, in general, right? Because like, what the sorry, like, because we really are all one. And as long as we see the next person as separate from us, shit's gonna be bad. It's gonna stay that way. 2, 3, 4, as I said that, you see. Yeah, man, we're all one. We're really just all a part of the whole, Nothing is separate from the other. It's just, it's just the illusion that we're different, right? There's this fly around here, and I've just closed the window because I don't want the wind to be distracting and stuff like that, but it's not getting annoying. So yeah, I think that's what I wanted to say about this part, essentially. But yeah, envy and greed are all dispersions from the same seed, the illusion of separateness. We are all one. And do unto your neighbor as you wish to be done to you. That is what that essentially means. We are one. So if you're doing something to your neighbor, then you're doing it to yourself, essentially, because no matter how long it seems that you've gotten away with things, or you've managed to twist the strands of fate, it always bounces back, because you can never break the strands, you know. Fate is fate, and life is essentially life, and you know, there's always going to be a rebalancing, there's always going to be a reckoning. So even if you seem to get away with things in the short term, in the long term you do suffer ultimately, you know, because what goes around comes around. It's one thing, okay? Getting me all fucking mad and shit.